In this presentation, we're going to enter a sales receipt for a service item. In other words, we're imagining here we're in our store for selling guitars. We have a service item, customer asking for a service item, some kind of maintenance on the guitar. We're going to record the sales receipt, recording both the payment and the revenue at that point in time, not having to deal with the inventory or cost of goods sold given it is a service item. Let's go with Xero. Here we are in our Get Great Guitars dashboard. We're going to be opening up the trial balance because we have seen basically a sales receipt type transaction in the past. So we're going to go into the more simplified trial balance, see everything on one report. So accounting, trial balance. Then I'm going to duplicate the tab. So we're going to go back up top as is our custom. Right click on that tab so that we can then go down here and duplicate it. We're going to have the trial balance on the right, and then we're going to have our information on the left. We're going to make sure the trial balance is for the 2020. So let's adjust this to 2020. So there it is. Let's update that. What's going to be the effect on the trial balance? Well, we're going to get paid at the same point in time that the service is done. We're going to put it into that clearing account as has been our custom because we're imagining that we're in the shop. We're going to put it into basically the check register, the drawer, the cash drawer, and then at the end of the day, we're going to take that to the bank. So we're going to increase the clearing account and then transfer it to the checking account at that point in time when we go to the bank, when we combine them all together. And then the other side is going to be going to sales down here. It's going to be going to sales. This one not being merchandise, but service type of sales. All right, let's check it out. We're going to go to the first tab. We're going to go to the plus button. We're going to say that we have received money, which is nice because we've been spending a lot of money lately. So it's good to have a receive money, even if it's not for a whole lot at this point. So we're going to say this is going into... We're going to put it into our clearing account at this time. And so we're going to say next in the clearing account. I'm going to hold down control and scroll up just a bit, get up to that 125. I think the data input screens are handling themselves quite well with Xero, which is nice. This is going to be from Sam the Guitar Man, came into our store. So Sam the Guitar Man, we're making a sale to. I'm going to make this as of the 31st. And we're going to say that the item will be... We're going to say it's just going to be a partial service. So again, a drop down, we're going to be picking up a service item. I could start to type it in, partial service, which is some type of guitar item or some type of musical service item we have set up here. We're going to have one of them with a standard price of $100. And we're only selling one of them, so no sales tax because it is a service item, as is the custom in the United States. So we don't have any sales tax on the service, but for the inventory items, typically only. So what's this going to do? It's going to be increasing the amount in the clearing account, not yet in the checking account. The other side going to revenue. Let's go ahead and save this and take a look at it. We're then going to go to the trial balance tab. I'm going to go back up top and update the trial balance. Then if we scroll back down, we should have an increase to the clearing account here, and the other side then going into the revenue account down below, but it's going to go into the service revenue. So if I was to open up the service revenue, this would be on the income statement. So we'll be increasing income, which would be increasing the net income as well. Scrolling back down, we see then here's the $100 increasing that amount. Okay, so we're going to do this one more time. So I'm going to go back to the trial balance here. Then we're going to go back to the first tab, and we're going to enter another sales receipt. So on the first tab, I'm going to select the plus button, and the little plus drop down will show up, hopefully. And I pressed it twice because it wasn't showing up fast enough, and then I pressed it again. But anyway, we're going to go into the receive money. So back into the receive money. This time we're going to imagine same kind of process. We're going to have someone else in the store coming into the store. We're then going to put this into the clearing account, because we're in the store and we're going to get multiple payments in the store, and then we're going to go to the bank later, and that point in time is when we'll transfer it from the clearing account to the checking account. This is coming from Jones Guitars, so we already have Jones here. I'll make this as of the 31st as well, so we're going to say this is going to be the 31st. And then once again, I'm going to select the item as a partial service item, so it's a pre-set up item for a service item. Quantity, we're going to say the quantity is 2 this time. So we're going to say quantity is 2. See if I can get in there again. 2. And that gives us the $200. It's going to the service item. Now note, I kind of skipped over the tax last time. There's no sales tax on it because it's a service item, but we have to select something on the tax. And so I'm going to say it's tax exempt. And again, we should be putting that, I should go back in and put in all the service items that they're exempt, that zero tax on where it applies, and then we won't have to do that every time. So if it's a zero tax, you could go into the service item and put it at zero tax. So same thing's going to happen here. It's going to be increasing the undeposited funds or the clearing account for the checking account. The other side going to the service. Let's save it. Let's look at it. Going to say save. We're going to go back to the trial balance in. If we go back up top and update, I think I have to update it because it's only got that 100 in it. It should be 300 now. I'm going to call it out. It's going to be 300 right when this little wheel stops going. There it is. 300 in the clearing bank account. And then if we go down, the other side is going to be in the service side of things. So if we go into the service income side of things on the income statement, then of course we will have the other side down here. Now note that we didn't have to deal with the inventory or anything here, so the service items are typically much more easy to deal with. So there's the 200 right there on the other, and the 100 right above it, and that's it. So I'm just going to go back to the trial balance here.